Good morning, students. Welcome to the online lecture of our class 6 science. So, in the last lecture, we have completed the activity related to the motion of an ant. Okay, now moving further to topic 10.8. In the last lecture, we have concluded that there is one motion which is also divided into different type of motion, right? We have seen that the clock is at a still position, it does not move, but the second hand is moving, right? So, you may have observed the motion of the vehicle on a straight road, march past of the soldier in the parade, or the falling of a stone, as shown in figure. See here, you can see in a straight road, vehicles are moving. We have seen march past, right? What kind of motion is this? Sprinter or a runner in a 100-meter race also move along a straight track. Can you think of more such example from your surrounding which are moving in a straight line, right? Which are moving in a straight line. So today you have to give some example to yourself about straight motion. Okay, then you will see in all these example we see that the object moves along a straight line, right? One of the example is train. The railway tracks for several kilometers, okay, for 20 to 25 kilometers, they are always straight. There are turnings, but certain portion are of a straight line, right? So in this all example, we can see that object move along a straight line. This type of motion is called rectilinear motion. So here we have understood what is rectilinear motion. The object which move along a straight line are called rectilinear motion. The next activity we will see is activity number 7. Okay, activity number 7. Take a stone, tie a thread to it and whirl it with the hand or with your hand. Okay, what you have to do? You have to take one stone and then tie a thread to it. Okay, then whirl it with your hand. Observe the motion of the stone. We see that the stone move along a circular path. In this motion, the distance of the stone from your hand remain the same. We know the concept of the radius, right? The radius from, for example, or let's assume the hand is our center point, and then the length of the string is our radius. Okay, so if we will whirl the stone, the radius will remain same, right, along the path. Okay, so in this type of motion, the distance of stone from your hand remain the same. This type of motion is called circular motion, right? Here in the figure also you can see this motion. See, here you can see this motion. This is circular, okay, right? So this type of motion are called circular. Here the next example are also given of B and C. Let's see the example C. The fan always move in the circular motion, right? The motion of point marked on the blade of the electric fan or the hand of a clock are example of circular motion. The second hand or the minute hand in our clock are in the circular motion. The next is the electric fan or the clock by themselves are not moving from one place to another, but the blades of the fan rotate and so do the hand of the clock, right? If we mark a point anywhere on the blade of a fan or on the hand of the clock, the distance of this point from the center of the fan or the clock will remain the same as they rotate. Is it simple, right? If radius will always remain same throughout its circular motion, right? It is a simple thing. In some cases, an object repeats its motion. So now we have seen rectilinear motions, we have seen circular motion. Now the third type is this one. In some cases, an object repeats its motion after some time. This type of motion is called periodic motion. Okay, here you can see in the figure B, this pendulum. Pendulum always repeat its motion after some time. it goes first on the left hand side, then come to the center, then go to the right side, then again come to the center, again go to left side, and this type of motion repeat. This type of motion is called periodic motion. Take the stone tied with a string that is used in activity 7. Now hold the string in your hand and let the stone hang from it. This is a pendulum, right? We know this. Pull the stone to one side with the another hand and let it go. What you will see, stone, if you hold a stone on left hand side and then when you will release, stone will go to the center, then it will go somewhat in the right side, then it will again come to the center, again go to left. Okay, this type of motion will be seen. Now the pendulum is in the motion. It is an example of periodic motion. A branch of tree moving to and fro motion to a child on a swing. Here you can see this is one type of periodic motion. The swing will go upside, then will come to the center, then in backward side again to the center, right? This type of motion we can see. A branch of tree moving to and fro, motion of a child on a swing, string of a guitar, or the membrane of a drums or tabla being played are all example of periodic motion where an object or a part of it repeats its motion after a fixed interval of time. Here also in the school bell you can see a school bell is on the center. When we give a thrust, it will go on the extreme side of the right hand side, then it will go on the left hand side. Okay, this type of motion we all have seen. In guitar also, the string, when we give a thrust, it just vibrate and then again come to its center. Do you observe a sewing machine as a part of activity number 9? You must have observed that it remains at the same location when any point of its wheel move with a circular motion. It also has a needle that moves up and down continuously as long as the wheel rotates, isn't it? Yes, this needle is undergoing a periodic motion. Needle will go down, then it will go up, up, down, up, down. This will be repeating until the wheel of the sewing machine is being rotated. Have you observed closely the motion of the ball along the ground? Here, the ball is rolling on the ground, rotating as well as moving forward along the ground. We all play cricket, right? When the ball is hitted with the bat, the ball rolls on the ground also and also covers some distance. Thus, the ball undergoes a rectilinear motion, which is the ball is moving on a straight path, as well as rotational motion. It is circulating. Can you think of other example where object undergoes combination of different type of motion? So, see, first we can take an example of helicopter. Helicopter moves along a straight path, right? Helicopter can move along a straight path and the wings or the blades of the helicopter move in the circular motion. We did many measurement activity and discussed some kind of motion. We saw that motion is a change in the position of an object with the time. Okay, this is what a definition we have seen in the previous lecture. Motion is a change in the position of an object with time. The change in this position can be determined through the distance measured. This allows us to know how fast or slow a motion is, and we also have seen the importance of motion. The movement of a snail on the ground, a butterfly flitting over flower to flower, a river flowing, an aeroplane flying, moon going around the earth, and blood flowing inside our body shows that there is motion everywhere around us. So here we completed our this chapter. In the next lecture we will see the question answer of this chapter. Thank you.